everybody, welcome back to our vlog. I'm Aaron Hendon with Christine and Company at Keller Williams. And today I want to talk to you about what are my buyer's closing costs going to be in Seattle? If I buy a home in Seattle, what are my closing costs likely to be? I get this question all the time, so I want to get into the details of it. Closing costs as a buyer. I work this up off an app I get from my title company. Your realtor should have one. If they don't, call me. I'm happy to work this up for you. Your lender should have it as well. Okay. I did this off a median priced home of $550,000. I said you put 20% down because that's what we recommend. 20% eliminates private mortgage insurance. You don't have to do 20%. That's just this example. It brings your monthly payment to $2,714. Your monthly payment includes your principal and interest, what you think of as your mortgage payment, but it also includes your homeowner's insurance and your taxes. All get paid at the same time in one check. The bank, the lender, will divide out your money for you. They want to make sure the taxes and the insurance get paid every month, so they collect it. Okay, it's part of your PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. That's important because your closing costs are divided into prepaids and fixed. Your prepaids are you're prepaying for your insurance, 14 months of insurance, depending on what time of year you close. 4 months of taxes in this case, and prepay the interest. So the month and the day you close will impact your prepaid costs. You got to talk to your lender at the time you close, the time you lock your rate in, find out, have them send you about what this will be. But it's going to be close, in this case, to $3,600. Maybe it's $3,000, maybe it's a little bit more. It depends on what time of year you close. However, I'll show you an easy way to estimate that. Because your fixed costs don't change, and that's the bulk. So you have about $3,700 here and $8,100 here in fixed costs. Let's look more closely at the fixed costs. Here are the fixed costs. Some of these costs I notice you're going to have paid already. So your appraisal, for example, the $350 you pay for appraisal. That's an estimate, and for sure you will have paid it before you get to the closing table. The appraiser needs to get paid whether you close or not. The appraiser is not dependent on closing. Your lender, this little origination fee here of $4,400, again, that's an estimate on this graph, on this chart, but your lender will be able to tell you what your origination fee is. That is dependent on closing. In other words, you don't pay that if you don't close on this house. Altogether, you can go through all of these with your lender. Altogether, it's $8,100. So you take the $3,650 on the other page and this $81, and I'd like to just say that that's $12,000. Just because the whole thing's a ballpark anyway. Here's why. Here's why that's important right now. If given the sale price of this house was $550,000, right? You can say that your closing costs are about 2% of your closing costs. No, sorry. It's 2% of your sale price. That's what I meant to say. It's just a little bit over 2% of your sale price. If your sales price is higher than $550, it's going to be closer to 2%. If your sales price is much under $550, it'll be closer to 3% of your sale price. Point is, when you go to buy a house, you can figure that between 2 and 3% you're going to need in cash to come to the table to close with, in addition to your down payment. That's not your down payment. That's not your earnest money. That's an additional amount of money that needs to come to the table. Right? Now, you could use your earnest money because you're going to get that back. However, you need to know that about 2% of your sale price is going to be paid in closing costs. And that's the answer to the question, what are my buyer's closing costs in Seattle going to be? Somewhere between 2 and 3%, depending on your sales price. Okay, if you have questions about that, let me know. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by. That should give you an idea of what your closing costs are going to be, or at least how to determine them. The details, getting into the weeds of it, really finding it out, really is between you and your lender. Should be able to get you all that stuff, and you'll get all the details, but this should give you a good start. If you have any questions, or if there's anything you want to know, or anything I need to tell you or help you with, please feel free to reach out. You can call me, text me, email me, Facebook me, whatever you need to do, smoke signals, any way to get a hold of me. Happy to help. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you next time.